Take me home tonight. Listen, honey, just like Ronnie said. Just like Ronnie said. Whoa, whoa, yeah.
All right. Hello. Welcome back to another episode of the unofficial official podcast from Straight No Chaser, episode number 48. I am Mike here with Segi and Tyler. How you doing, guys? What's going on?
Woo! Doing good. Doing awesome. Glad to be here on a lovely spring day. We are nearing tax season, which is fun. Tax day, I should say. And other topical things, I'm going to throw it to Segi.
I am also glad to be here.
Good.
Still recovering from the reunion, so my voice is in shambles. Yeah, man, just chilling. Episode
Good.
48. We got 2 more to the big 5.
Right.
My
Where
gosh,
we
we're
will
almost
sacrifice Tyler live on air.
sacrifice him a piece of candy.
Ooh, speaking of, stay tuned to the mailbag because there's a very
Stay
specific
tuned.
question. There's a
So-
very specific question about that.
There is. But yeah, happy to be here. Another episode. Almost 50. I can't believe it. That's awesome.
It's almost as old as Jerome.
Almost as old as Jerome, which he turns the big 50 this month. I think within a couple weeks, right?
In 11 days.
Can't believe he's 50
April
years
25th.
old. That's awesome.
So on this episode, we are going to recap the Straight No Chaser reunion over the weekend in Bloomington, Indiana. There was a bunch of us there. 30 years of Straight No Chaser existing. That was really fun. And then we'll get into the mailbag too. But why don't we start with the reunion? It was kind of a work weekend as well for us. We were able to film a bunch of content and stuff. So that was really fun. We all got in Thursday evening. Is that right? Like something like that. I think you were the first one there, Segi, right?
It was either me or Luke Bob. I got in at like 2 something, and Luke Bob either got in just before me or just after me.
Yeah. And we rented a couple houses over on the north side of Bloomington. So that was cool. But so the first thing that we had was on Friday.
Our days started early, like around, not early, but we started around 11. I filmed a ton of content that day. So be on the lookout for that. SNC Music on all platforms except for the TikTok, which I believe is SNC Music Official or something like that.
Shout out real quick to Fredo and Segi, Freedom and Segi for running all the content stuff. But all right.
Yeah, we've just been kind
as
of
you were.
building a list for the past few months of like, alongside with our team at Venture, just, things that do well on social media. So, okay, let's bang out a handful of those because that was the first time we've been together this year.
Mhm.
And we won't be together again. We'll be together again one more time before the summer tour, again in Bloomington at the end of May. But, all this time apart stinks for us because we can't bank any content. So anything that's like super current or like there's like a super like popular trend going on that just happens overnight, it's really hard for us to get on because we're spread out so far. So that's why I'm going to be sending you guys all links. I think we're all going to move to the same city.
Okay. Is there a decision yet? Or are we going to have a vote or?
I don't know.
If
Okay.
that means that we can get health insurance as a group, I'm in. Right?
That's what we
Like-
talk about now in our old age is health
Because
insurance.
I think the rule is there has to be 3 or more of you living in the same state or something like that. And
Yeah.
that's not what we do. So
Where would we move to?
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
Nashville would make the most sense.
I think
because
it'd have to be a
tours
state with
start
no
there.
state income tax. Yeah.
Oh
all-
yeah, Nashville or
and-
Vegas
or Florida.
Florida.
Nevada.
No, Florida wouldn't be good because
No.
Long
here's
flights.
why Nashville's good.
Centrally
Nashville.
located.
We would
Essentially.
save on so many flight costs. Start of the tour,
Start
end
of the tour. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And rehearsals too.
And rehearsals, which is generally referred to as the start of the tour.
But you said flights.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm saying like
No, you still have
there's
to fly
no-
out and come back.
Yeah, like you still have to.
I was joking,
But Nashville's so oversaturated right now.
Mm.
It would make sense to like maybe get outside the city a little bit.
we should film every single one of us trying to pitch this to our wives and have that be a whole show.
It'd be real easy.
Well,
No,
Hey,
Mike,
so
you,
you
Hey,
want to
Mike,
do
Hey,
nothing?
you don't have to do anything.
Mike, you have to go to Tulsa though.
All you have
Oh,
to do is say yes to just
What if
anything.
Zoe was
Okay.
like, I don't want those guys living here.
Oh man,
I hate those
Well,
guys
that'd be
and their whole
funny.
families. I don't want
but
any of them here.
it's like, listen, honey, health insurance,
Here's the yeah. Yeah.
how important to use your health.
I bet I could convince Jamie to move to Nashville. We almost
There
moved to Nashville
is
when we
no
left
chance.
LA.
It's not a chance in you know what.
Yeah, but you could recreate your exact setup in Tennessee. Probably
For
not
a
in Nashville
lot more
proper.
money. Everybody and their mother's moving to Nashville.
No, if you got outside the city, like you could
Yeah, for
probably
your
get some
setup,
land.
you would want to go out.
You'd have to be out.
Okay, I'm convinced. Let's go.
Yeah, let's
Done.
do it.
All right, I'll send you guys the links. No, it'd be great though. I mean,
Yeah.
you look at groups like Pentatonics, they all live in the same town. So like getting content done for them. And like we live in a world where content is like literally the most
King.
important thing. You know what I mean? It's become just as important as your shows. You know what I mean? So being able to live together would be awesome.
So anyway, I think since the beginning of this group started, and whenever we're together, we try to maximize our time as much as possible, whether that's rehearsing or filming stuff for social content, which we did this time because we've been doing a good job of making this big push to be better on
Mhm.
socials and get some more stuff on there, and even I think even some more creative stuff. I thought the stuff that Fredo came up with the second day was really creative, and I'm really excited to see how that goes. So
Yeah.
and excited for everybody to see everything. But I was like, oh, that is a creative way to do that. So that's cool. So yeah, it was great.
Good.
So then we had sound check and
Yep. We did Stand By Me, right?
we did Stand By Me.
They wanted
Kind of
a
an easy song.
they wanted
to-
a classic SNC song.
Yeah.
So that was one we thought we all knew it's easy. Drum sounds great on it. So
It's high energy.
yeah, I don't know about you guys, and this might be interesting for the fans too, but like, we do a majority / 99% of our shows on in-ears. And like the couple times that we don't do it and you just have the floor monitors, I oftentimes find myself singing a lot quieter just because I don't want to be too loud. I just want to make myself in the mix so I'm not giving whatever sound guy is a hard time, like, oh, this guy's blaring out. I'm just trying to like just be in that pocket. Just because it's so loud anyway, and you're like I don't know. That's just how I kind of feel.
Yeah.
Especially a song with Stand By Me. It's like, just get out of the way. All they need to hear is Luke, Bob, and Jerome. The rest of us are just filler.
But at the end, it's hard though because it's loud and it gets up to that like everything, and it's like,
Yeah.
all right, it's like
Everything's inverted up.
yeah, and it seems like we're all screaming, but it's got some energy to it. Yeah, so that was fun. Then after sound check, we go for this little reception that I don't know who was the one who did that. If it was
DR
the group or
was-
if it was DR
I think it was DR's idea.
set that up, but
Maybe it was the groups, but I think DR offered to host it, which his office, he works in Bloomington. His office is literally across the street from the venue. So all we had to do was walk in there and walk up a few flights of stairs. And he has this big open kind of office up there with a bunch of space. So it was an awesome venue for us to hang out and have. I don't know how many people were there, maybe like
There's probably like
Thir-
50.
50. Yeah, it was a really, really cool turnout.
yeah,
Because we got there before everybody, and then slowly people started to show up, and it was funny because Chris Ryan would walk in, and Steve Wolf, and Jacobs, and Mulholland, and Mickey, and then you'd see a bunch of dudes that you have no idea who they
Yeah.
are. It's just like
yeah.
younger
There's definitely
generation
a
guys
big
from another
gap
round,
there. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's like I feel like I've seen you. I don't know, but it was really cool. Doug Boer and his wife were there. There was a
Basically,
representative.
we're old, is what he's trying to say.
There was a representative from the Jacobs School of Music there.
Yeah, he did not look like. I was like, "Hey man,
looked
how
out
you
of
doing?"
place.
And he was like, "I'm Tom," and I was like, "Oh, nice to meet you."
Hey, Tom.
And he did look out of place, but he's a nice guy. He was, yeah.
Bob and Tom.
Um,
Yeah, that was cool.
but it was cool. They had a bunch of food and drinks. But yeah, it's funny how quickly it goes from, hey, how you been? How's your family? To just immediately
All the stories.
right back to when you were in college.
Yep.
Like, you remember when we did this or
Remember
you did
when?
this? And like,
Remember when?
it was so cool, man. It was just awesome. And then after that, we walked across the street to the Buskirk, and they were like, yeah, you guys have tickets at Will Call. So Tyler and I went up to the box office and we're like, hey, how's it going? We're Straight No Chaser. I think you have some tickets for us. And she's like, oh, we were just told to let you in. So we're like, okay. Anybody could
There
have just
fe-
been like,
yeah, one of the very
Straight
few
No
times
Chaser.
we felt the celebrity. Oh, we were just told to let you in. We were like, oh, okay.
The funny part was she was like, "Are you guys Straight No Chaser?" I was like, "Yeah, we're two of the guys in Straight No Chaser." She's like, "Oh, okay, cool." And then the other girl working the other window was like, "That's awesome that you guys get the celebrity treatment." I was like, "Oh yeah, we're." Oh no, she goes something about being famous. And I was like, "Yeah, we're super famous, especially when you have to ask us if we are those people." But
You
we
guys,
got
That's
in.
great.
them?
We got in, and
We did.
man,
Yeah,
shout out.
I didn't have to get a ticket either. I walked in with Mickey and John, Ryan, Lauren, and Mike Landau, and we just walked right in as well. It was great.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I got to say though, man, it was really impressive to see those guys. And I told them after the show, I was like, "You guys sounded better than any of the groups I was in college." Like,
They did, man. They
I feel
really
like they
did.
take it a lot seriouser, a lot more serious than we did in college. Not that we didn't take it seriously, but I don't know. Maybe we partied a little bit more.
There's a lot
Um,
of them too.
yeah,
You know,
yeah. It was
there was more.
12,
There's more than we ever had. I think they had 13. Actually,
Yeah, there's a
13.
lot.
I know that's just one more, but still, like
Makes
it's
a difference in sound
It's
for
a lot of
sure.
guys to
when,
cover stuff. Exactly.
You know, when sometimes we
Yeah.
were up there with 8 or 9.
It does.
It
But
definitely
still, yes,
makes
you're
a
right. I
difference.
mean, they had it on. They were
And yeah, and I
they were
think
good.
they really did a good job of doing like a mix of a few old songs that I'd heard in a while that was really cool to hear, like Insomniac and Dry Campus. Those are two songs that we don't do.
Lion.
And it was cool to hear those songs again because those songs are like really remind me of college. And the
Mhm.
second part was like they had a really cool video element during the show where they had different alumni introduce a certain song. You know, throughout the years, like Steve did one, Jasper's brother Lincoln did one. I kind of forget who else, but they had different alumni throughout the years introduce songs via video, and that was a cool touch.
Shout out Lincoln Smith.
Shout out Lincoln.
So funny, man.
He is so funny.
I
Man,
mean,
did we drop the ball taking
He is
Jasper?
easily the funniest
Smith brother,
Smith
yeah,
brother by
Jeez.
far.
I
Man,
think
he's so
I think
sharp.
he's the only funny Smith brother.
I think so. Yeah, he
was so good. His video was great.
Man, he's a really good musician as well.
Yeah,
by the way.
Yeah, and he can really
good
pull off a
musician.
mustache.
Yeah.
That's what I
He
appreciate. about him.
can. He's the only Smith brother.
The only
Yeah.
Smith brother.
Oh man, that's funny.
But he does look like Jeff Foxworthy
a
and
little bit.
anybody else with a mullet and a mustache.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a great show. Very funny, very creative, a lot of very cool arrangements. They debuted their album name, which is hilarious for several reasons, which we'll fill everybody in on later
Yeah.
at a later time.
That was really funny.
It was a great crowd, minus a couple of people, but otherwise the show went off without a hitch. It was a lot of fun. They had us come up and do Stand By Me a little bit towards the end, and then after that they invited all the alumni on stage to sing Back Home Again in Indiana, which was a
Very cool,
really
yeah.
cool moment. There's just so many baritones.
But there's a cool picture that we posted of everybody on stage singing Back Home. It's
Yeah.
a cool moment that everybody knows that song and it means a lot to everybody. So it was cool.
And then after that, it was game on.
We just
Let's-
went right to
Where did
we just
where
went
did
right
go
to bed. I
after?
thought.
Did we go right after? Did we go to did we go to their
we
house
went
first, or did we go to like
We went to Jacob's Hotel. I grabbed
that's
a drink
right.
at the Graduate, and then
Yep.
we went to Nick's, I think,
Nick's for a little bit, yeah.
and then we went to the house.
That's right.
We went to a college house party.
Where you feel
And-
extremely old.
It was interesting to say the least. I think
I
I,
didn't-
spent
I didn't
most
stay.
of my time on the lawn
I was
outside.
like,
Yeah,
I didn't stay.
outside.
I didn't stay
inside
very
very
long.
much.
I was like, okay.
I
got-
went inside.
I got it.
I went inside to grab a drink, and because we brought stuff, and we walk in, and I'm like looking for cups, and I just remember college. You open a thing, and it's like
Oh man.
it's not really any cups. There's like the bottom part of a mixer for a blender. There's like just anything that could hold liquid. Use it as a cup. I
It was
like,
hot in
yes.
there. It was just like,
Yeah.
man, this is right. I'm right back in it. Ugh,
But it was great.
it was fun.
It was really cool to spend time with the younger bros, the current guys. Like really get to know these people a little bit better than just by name and seeing them in passing when we're in Bloomington for the shows.
Mhm.
It was really cool because you could really, take the time to give them the shine that they deserve. You know what I mean? Versus,
Right.
hey, you guys doing great on social media. Good to see you back on the bus next city. But it was like able to sit and talk with them, be like, so like, what are you doing after you graduate? What are you trying to get into? Are you thinking about auditioning for Hyannis Sound? Like things like that. It was cool to like,
Yeah, more life stuff
yeah, kind
kind
of
of
see
thing.
what their
Yeah.
plan was, like if they're interested in pursuing music. It was just really cool. It was a very like, I'm sure for the original guys even more so, but it was like such a prideful weekend of like, man, we were really a part of this, and it was like, it was really cool to see how instrumental a cappella was to all of our lives.
There you
Yeah.
go.
Isn't that a funny
Look at that.
two words back together?
Come on.
Instrumental
Instrumental
a cappella.
acapella.
Isn't that a band? Yeah.
Should
And then Saturday, we wake up, film more content for the summer. A lot
Take
of
advantage
promo
of our
stuff.
time.
We did a
how was
beer pong thing where
specifically
I made
summer
it.
stuff, right?
Yeah, I made my beer pong shot on the very first try. Definitely did not take more than one chance.
Nope.
And then those
Nailed it.
guys hosted a luncheon at the Graduate that was like really impressive.
Really
It
was.
was like fully catered. They had bars set up. It was all like out on the terrace.
It was a
Um,
nice day too.
Beautiful.
Beautiful day.
And it was so cool, man. That's when
Great
the
weekend.
stories really started to flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of,
They-
cracking
weather-
jokes.
yeah.
That was
Weather was
awesome.
beautiful. I mean, they really did a nice job setting that up. There's not a chance we could have done something like that when I was in
No.
college. We
Well,
were
'cause
like,
the
oh,
Graduate didn't exist.
well, true, but it's like the only thing we can offer you is the Keystone Light that we have at our place afterwards.
Yeah, it's expired.
But no, you're right. It was cool to really get to talk to everybody and just more reminiscing and more laughing and telling stories of old. And the
But-
food was good. Drinks were great.
Were there any anniversaries though when you were there? Any
Yeah.
big ones?
Tyler did the first one.
We hosted the 10th anniversary.
You hosted the 10th one.
We
Oh,
did.
okay. Cool.
2006, we hosted the 10th at the auditorium, and we had the original guys come back and sing a few songs.
But no luncheon.
No, I think I'm trying to think back.
No
but yeah,
luncheon.
I don't think we had any events or anything. Yeah,
Old
no.
beer. Man.
We had we had a party at the Crazy Horse afterwards,
There you go.
which was probably not open bar. It was you're on your own,
God,
on,
no.
on your own.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then you come back to our house party, which was also just keg beer, or probably Keystone Light,
Right.
something cheap.
right. Yeah. That's fun.
And then after the luncheon, we went to everyone kind of parted ways for a couple hours. There was a bar crawl that started at 5:30. Some of us went to upstairs and just got to reminiscing, crushing AMFs,
I
having
was
a good
going to
old
ask
time.
you if you had one or not.
I did. So
You did?
Mickey and I were like,
A
let's
whole
get
one?
one. I was
Or
like,
split it.
we could just split one because it's not about the amount of alcohol. It's just
They're
they're so
huge.
sweet.
Sugary,
It's
yeah.
just so sugary and sweet. So Mickey was like, no, forget that. We're at the new upstairs. Let's each get one. I was like, all right, fine. So we each get one. And then like right after we get it, there's this guy that was like, hey, I'm so sorry to bother you, but like, can my wife get a picture?
Oh yeah.
And we're like, cool, yeah, of course, $20. And then after that, we're just all kind of hanging out. And I finished my AMF and I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to go get a water to dilute all that sugar. And Luke shows up behind me with another one. He hands one to Tyler, one to me.
No.
And I was like, oh, fine. So I took it. I had it. I didn't want it because of just the sugar. You know what I mean? Like
When
I
we
was-
were there, they were huge also.
Yeah,
So I
they
don't
were
know if they're
bigger.
in like a small glass
No,
or
they're
not now, if they're in like a
they're
normal
still
size
big.
glass, but they're
they're still big, but I
They
don't
were
think
big.
but again, it might be like a
they were
college thing where
so
it just
big,
seemed
man.
more grand. Like,
Yeah.
but they're still like this big. They're huge.
And one will get you going.
Yeah. Well, Harry Bear more so. I feel like.
Yeah.
I feel like Harry Bear had more
Oh.
booze. That one was like hard to drink. It was just
I
tasted
can't believe you
gross.
had two of them. I you guys tried to get me to do the first one, and I said no. And then Luke came and gave me that, so I like took like 2 sips of it. I'm like, I can't do this, man. So he's like, all right, I'll
and this
take
was
it.
what, at like 6,
No,
4?
No, it was like 4.
Okay.
We were standing. It was hard to say because we
Getting
were
going
standing out.
early.
It was such a nice day that we were standing outside there at upstairs, just hanging out.
Well, the luncheon ended at 3. So
That's right.
it was probably like 3:30, 4 o'clock. But then 5:30, we all convene on Kilroy's. And Mike, I don't think you were there for this, but I think the coolest moment of the entire weekend,
Yeah.
we're all on the back patio, we're all having drinks, we're all having a million conversations across all the stories and jokes and compliments and ribbing each other. And the DJ randomly puts on Africa. And it was like he knew that this was happening. This reunion was here and it was happening. And he puts on Africa, and then we all just start singing along, like all the parts.
I saw
everything.
a video of it.
Yeah.
That was-
TR had a video.
So freaking cool, man.
It's
It
cool.
was, and the cool thing was it was Mom's Weekend, so there were like a ton of moms there, and I think a lot of them kind
Mhm.
of knew who we were, recognized us. So a lot of people were videoing and like, oh, this is kind of cool. Like, I don't know if they knew there was an anniversary, but it was really cool. And then the second best moment of the weekend was at Kilroy's in the back patio. And this dude walks up to me, John, and Mickey, and he's talking to me. He's like, "What's up, my Italian brother? You from Jersey or New York?" And I was like, "I'm not from either." And he was like, "Oh, it's all good." So we're just talking. And he's like, "So are you alumni?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Oh, cool, man. What are you about, like 32?" And I was like, "Yes, I am 32.
Sure am.
I'm buying
Yep.
your drinks for the next week, my man." And he was a funny kid.
That's
But
funny.
yeah, he was like, "What are you, like 32?" I was
What
like,
do you like?
Wow, what a
"Close,
compliment.
close."
Yeah.
You know who was
Wonder.
not as who was not as complimentary? All the bouncers.
All
They
the
were like-
all the asking for
Like,
cards.
you're
You're
good,
like,
man.
I-
Come on in. Yeah. It's like they see
They're
the
like-
gray and the beard, and they're like, all right, you're in,
Yeah,
dude.
I don't need 2 forms from you, sir. I don't need any forms.
Yeah.
Just go. Just go.
That happened to me
Um,
once at Nick's this weekend. Was like, all right, man, thank you.
Yeah.
He asked you for 2
Could-
forms.
No. Was just like, okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah,
0 forms. And I thought,
nice.
all right.
I kept telling them like they would take my ID, look at it, and just be like, "Go ahead." I'm like,
Yeah.
"You could take longer." Like,
Just give it like a
give it a
3
beat.
count. Yeah.
give it
Yeah.
a beat. Think of it as like $1 every 10 seconds that I'm going to tip you under the table.
Right.
But man, the bar crawl was great. Went to Kilroy's, went to Upstairs, went to Nick's,
Nick's.
Went to
went to
Bluebird.
Bluebird.
went to
Haven't been there
Brothers.
forever.
The last time we tried to go to Bluebird is when we were mistaken for the Impractical Jokers.
Oh my gosh. That was right before the pandemic.
I don't think I know that story.
Oh.
Yeah, we've told it on here
We've
before.
told
Oh,
us.
okay.
Have we?
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
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 Then we went to Brothers, and then we just ended up at the condos.
Yeah.
But man, what a great weekend!
At the end of
Yeah.
the weekend, I was kind of ready.
Yeah.
well, it's
Same.
like a sprint.
It's ready to
like
go
a-
home. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Just, you get here, and here's your cup,
Here you go.
Right.
and the cup is full the whole time.
And then with all of the other stuff too, like the content stuff, and
Yeah,
which was not rushed, but like we did have some deadlines to hit on certain days. But yeah, it was a great weekend. I just thought it was really good to see everybody who I haven't seen in a long time. And unless we have a show in their city, like I don't ever see them.
Right. Yeah.
So
Like
it's
the guys we
cool
on, it was cool to reminisce with people and see people
Yeah.
we haven't seen in a while, like the alumni of the group. It was cool. Really cool.
Yeah. So another round. They have a new album about to come out this year, or maybe next. I'm not sure. But if you like acapella and if you're in the area around Indiana University, they're always doing stuff. So
support those guys.
support
Yeah.
them if
Do
you.
us. Throw them a follow on the
if you can.
socials.
Yeah.
They're crushing.
All right. We are going to have a quick word from our unofficial official sponsor for this episode, and we'll be right back to get into the mailbag.
Today's episode of the Unofficial Official Podcast is brought to you by Snack Factory's Dark Chocolate Crunch Pretzel Crisps. I don't know if you have a Costco near you, but if you do, drive, because it's faster than running. Don't run, don't walk. Head to Costco, get these, they'll change your life. It's such a great snack, not super horrible for you. It's dark chocolate, thin pretzel crisps. They're so good. They're very rich, so you can only have like a couple, and you're like, I'm good, totally satiated on the snacks. But head to Costco or Google wherever else these are available. Snack Factory Pretzel Crisps, Dark Chocolate Crunch. They're amazing, and they always satisfy.
All right. Thank you for that, Saggy. All right, Tyler, what have you found deep in the mailbag?
I've searched
You've been looking.
very, very deep into the mailbag, and I've got a couple questions here from our listeners. We want to thank everybody for writing in. If you would like to write in, you can email us at unofficialofficialpod@gmail.com. You can also message us on any of the DMs on social platforms, Instagram, Facebook, other platforms. And
OnlyFans?
you can ask us about the group. You can ask us about anything. We are here to answer your questions. They may not be the right answer, but maybe they'll be hilarious. So our first comes from longtime fan Julie Feuder out of New Holland, Pennsylvania. She wants to talk about episode 46 and the inside jokes. Can you speak to the following inside jokes, like specifically Beep, Free Ponce, 2 shows in Chicago, and Being Shirted? I don't know the last one.
So I think Mike or his fraternity brother invented beep. So you should speak on that.
I think it's just another way to say that you're honking your own horn. Just
Honking your own horn, honk or beep. Got it.
yeah, like another way to say that. And
It's like when you're calling somebody out for bragging.
exactly. Yeah, right.
But
it's a
I will
shorthand
say,
way to just say
it
yeah.
has devolved into a hilarious, dark version of that, where when something horrific happens, it's hilarious to say beep. So it's like if I was like, man, my dog died, and
Yeah.
Mike would be like, beep.
Wow,
It's-
that got morbid really quickly.
That it's hilarious. Just the
Yes,
juxtaposition.
but it has to
of-
be the right timing. It's
yeah,
got to be
and
the
right person.
It's got to be the right person. It
And the
can't.
right
It can't
person.
be. Yeah, it can't be. But yeah, that's where that came from.
Free Ponce.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the free.
I don't
Ponce.
remember
We might have to get back
that.
to you on that one.
That was early on. It would have
Is that like
been
Atlantic City?
first couple years. It had to have been my first year in the group because that was the only year that I was in it with Dan. And I think
I
we
thought
were
it was from when they were in college, because I don't remember. I don't really know.
maybe
the-
it was, and then we brought it back that
Okay.
first year in the group or something about. I don't.
Did
Something
it have
about
something to do with when they stole a donut sign from somewhere?
maybe.
I'm not sure. I guess we'll have to get back to you on that one. And then what was the next one?
2 shows in Chicago.
Is that an inside joke? I don't know.
I don't know that one.
I don't know that one either. We'll have to get
I-
back to you on that
The
one.
only thing I can think of is Randy used to say that because he's from Chicago. So he'd always promote the show and then he'd say, we have 2 shows in Chicago. Maybe he
Yeah,
said
that
it.
could be it.
Maybe
but-
he said it a lot or something. I don't
yeah,
know.
maybe. I don't know.
Was it written on his in-ears or something? I don't know.
And, and then the last one.
Being
Shirted?
shirted. I don't know this one at all.
I don't know that
Sure
one either.
did.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I've never heard that either.
If
You
you
I
know
sure
the
you're
would
answer-
listening to our podcast, Julie?
Yeah.
If I had to guess,
Just kidding. I love you.
so I know what being
Some-
pantsed is.
Something because Jerome doesn't wear a shirt.
Being shirted,
It could be. It could be that.
being shirted to me is like in Happy Gilmore when he just wants to be a hockey player and in the beginning he fights and he pulls the person's shirt over their head and punches them in the stomach. Because I know what pantsing is. And side note, what's her name? Chloe Feynman from SNL got in this stupid hot water because she said she pantsed some kid when she was a camp counselor when she was younger. And like people are like mad at
Oh,
her,
like it was. Oh, yeah.
like some sort of assault. I'm like,
Right.
guys,
Yes.
what are we doing here?
Yeah.
She's having fun,
I didn't
making
see
a
that.
joke,
That's funny.
pants some kid. It's just
Yeah.
stupid. Anyone that's mad about that, just look deep within yourself and think all the things that you have no real problems.
You can add them to your list of
Oh, speakerphone.
Yeah.
Shaming
They're
people.
going.
Yeah.
They're going
Yes.
right on there.
100%.
Well,
all right,
thanks-
yeah. So we'll have to
thanks,
get back
Julie.
to you on
We'll have
those.
to get back to you on a couple of those, or unless you know, and
Hmm.
you would like to tell us because we do not. But thank you for calling in, not calling in, emailing in, writing in with your computer. Okay, Cindy Waldinger is from. She didn't give a place, but she's probably from somewhere nice. Okay, the OG Kit Kat. Oh, she's talking about when we were talking about candy. So she asked, I think this is Segi Rasegi. Is it the OG Kit Kat or something else? Okay, so it's the OG Kit Kat. Secondly, who else has a favorite candy and what is it?
Can I guess what your favorite candies are?
Sure.
Mike
Nope.
is Mike is off the beaten path. He's not like, oh, I'm a Reese's guy. I'm a Twix guy.
Is it Reese's?
Mike is
Say it weird.
like Mike likes like Mike and Ike's. He likes like hot tamales.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Mike and Ike's.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have one because I like it all. But I guess the answer that I would say is
A variety pack.
when I go into a gas station or something and I'm like, I don't know what I want, I'll just get this. It's usually a Twix.
Oh, I like Twix.
Yeah.
I'm kind of with you on that. That's I think my favorite candy bar is Twix.
Usually
Twix
a
is great.
Yeah. I like Mike and Ike's too.
Twix out of the freezer.
I also really like it's this licorice like bites. They're called like Wiley Wallaby or
Yes,
something
those
like
are
that.
great.
Wallabies.
Those are
great.
so good. Oh my
Love 'em.
gosh.
Love those.
But yeah, so those are our favorite candies. Thank you,
I also
Cindy.
like caramellos,
Ooh.
So good.
but I like the king size ones better because the ratio of caramel to chocolate is like a better mix on the bigger ones
it's
than
more
on
even.
the
Yep.
smaller one.
That's right.
Wow. Well, there we go. That is our favorite candy. So thank you, Cindy. Pam Anderson from Tampa asks, is there a particular genre of music or even a particular song that is especially challenging to try and arrange for a cappella? Should some songs just be left untouched?
I feel like she thinks there are some, and we should hear what they are so we don't touch them.
For me, it's anything that is musically complicated, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. Like it could be any
Like
genre.
like super electronic.
That, I don't know, something with a bunch of chords that are just like some of the older jazz stuff, like it doesn't kind of work like
I see what you're saying.
some
Yeah, that makes
some
sense.
easier songs
Yeah.
that might be like a little more simple that have I don't know, it just
Yeah, like complicated, like
depends.
chords or progression or like
Yeah.
a meter change or something.
yeah,
meters,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yeah, stuff like that. That's kind of, I mean, I know as an arranger, like I know a philosophy that I have often that I always come back to is just to keep it simple because that's what they want to hear. They want to hear you singing a cappella, the chords that they know from this song. So keep it simple, and that usually works out for the better. So, but yeah, I agree. Anything kind of complicated would be tough. But yeah,
Also, I would add a lot of like current music is very production driven. So like low end and percussion. So a lot of the songs like don't have much going on in terms of chord structure or chords.
Mhm.
So you'll get a lot of like just
true.
bass and like four on the floor or some sort of techno beat and a melody. So there's not a whole lot to work with when arranging that song because there's not a lot of meat on the bone because you don't have
Yeah.
all of the production to kind of fill all those gaps.
yeah. Thank you, Pam, and everybody who wrote in this week. And again, if you'd like to write in, we're officialpod@gmail.com or message us on any of the social media platforms. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Tyler, for that.
Sure.
Always love hearing from the mailbag. Yes, Seggy?
I wanted to ask a question. I text this to you.
Sorry,
last
we
night.
already did the questions.
Unofficial,
sorry.
official
I'll email it.
Okay.
pod at Gmail.
Yeah, if you could.
I texted this to you last night and posed this question to you, but I want to ask you again because I
Oh.
think it's worth the conversation. Would you be able to win the Masters if you started on the greens? So
Like that's one.
your tee shot is your first putt. So basically,
I
do
don't
you
think
think you
so.
could four putt the Masters?
No.
Do you think you can four putt every green at the Masters?
Probably
Not you. I'm talking to Mike.
Not
Oh.
for 4 straight days. No.
So it's
I
4
don't
rounds,
think
right?
I don't think an amateur. I mean, I'm sure there are a lot of amateurs who would win, but I guess what are we talking about here? Like, I mean, I don't even know if I could do it, but I'm not a good putter, so I don't know. But someone like Luke, I wonder if I bet you he could do it because he's a good putter too. But I don't know. I don't
Because
think
you
the
just have
average
to
person could do it. No,
you just have to lay up your first putt. Just get it close.
I know, but that's not that easy.
I know the greens are. I'm not a
And
good
they're really
golfer. That's why I
fast
was
and they're
asking
hard.
you.
Yeah, I don't think so, and I think the odds would reflect that because you sent those as well. So the betting odds on it,
Yeah, the
and
betting odds were
oh,
plus 250, yes, minus 320, no. So heavy favorite on you not winning.
heavy favorite on you not winning exactly, and there's a reason for that.
So
So
that got me thinking. What do you think is the easiest thing to do in sports?
As far as
Like hitting a ball in baseball,
okay,
rushing for a touchdown, throwing for a touchdown, catching a touchdown,
running the bases,
running the bases.
yeah,
because I think the hardest thing in sports
just getting on base.
is hitting a
Is
baseball.
hitting a
Oh,
fastball. Yeah,
that's
that's the
really
hardest
hard.
But
thing
Yeah,
ever.
yeah, yeah.
Even though it's hard to run the bases, you still have to. Well, like, it's hard to run the base because you have to be like.
Situational awareness.
But of all of those things, I think it's the least hard. Like I wouldn't.
What about making a free throw?
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. Or like just hitting the golf
Making
ball.
a
Like
free throw.
you're not gonna win or anything, but like I can still hit one.
Or kicking like a 10-yard field goal? That'd be pretty
Mm,
easy.
You have to get it up and over those guys.
Not with a
I
defense.
yeah, or
I'm
a
just
bunch of
saying, just
giant
to,
men running at me. That
oh,
would be
just okay, yeah.
with a defense, none of us are making a field goal because we don't have
Well, then
the,
it's running the bases because if there's nobody out there, you don't have to think about anything. You just have to run.
okay,
You know what I'm saying?
people are out there. Scratch that.
Then
You're kicking on a defense,
shooting a free throw
shooting a free
or
throw with people on the sidelines.
running the bases or maybe in soccer like a penalty kick.
Again, even
Not
that,
easy to make, just
that's
easy
just
to
a
do.
coin flip.
Well, yeah,
'Cause, like,
it's yeah,
You're betting the goalie's going to go a different way than you are.
but it's still like an action that you take, so it's
Yeah,
still
of
a thing,
course.
right? Like it's still a thing. But yeah, I don't know. I would say shooting a free throw or running the bases.
I would like to be in a batter's box
Mm.
against a major league. I just want to see what it feels like because it just looks impossible. And I would just want to experience it, see, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
we have these conversations like with our guy friends all the time. Like, could you hit a fastball? And there's always the guys that are like, oh, if I got 100 pitches, yeah, I probably hit like 10 of them or 5 of them. Like, I don't think you're hitting any of them. I don't know if you're even making contact. And then
Or
it's
the
like,
all-time one. Would you beat up Ronda Rousey?
would you beat
Oh,
up Ronda
gosh.
Rousey?
If you and Ronda Rousey had to fight, who would win? And the answer is Ronda Rousey
Yes, 100%.
Yep.
every time.
yes,
The
definitely.
Some
Listen.
people say, "Oh no, I could take her down." It's like, no, you could not.
What
She
people don't
would destroy
realize
you.
or what people don't think about is that like the chasm between a professional athlete and a regular civilian is insane. Like insane. These people are like the 0.01% of the 0.01%. Like literally the best in the world at this thing. So like take like an NBA player, like even the worst NBA player, Brian Scalabrine, who was like kind of laughed at his whole career or like made fun of whatever. He was a punchline. He was like, okay, I'm gonna be at this park in New York City or Brooklyn, wherever he did it, and he was like, anyone that wants to come challenge me, come on. And
Mhm.
he smoked
Smoked
everybody.
everybody, yeah.
He destroyed and he couldn't make the court in the NBA. He couldn't get on the court. That's how good these people are, man.
Yeah,
It's wild.
it's next
It's-
level stuff. You can't. It's yeah, like, and that's why the answer is always no. I'm not sure I could. No, I don't know.
Well, this one had provided a huge advantage. That's
Yeah.
why I was asking. I would.
Got it.
I think the golf stuff is one of the hardest things to do, though, because
It's mental too.
you're on your own and it's mental and it's just so there's just a lot that's going on and I just couldn't imagine like I'm just the
Well,
nerves and stuff.
I'm
It's
going to
crazy.
email Mr. Masters and
Okay.
ask him if we can try this out next year.
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Masterson.
I'm sure
Mr. Well, not him.
I'm sure you'll hear back from them because you're you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the 0.01% of the 0.01%
Good.
of acapella.
Well, good. All right. I think we're going to wrap it up here, guys. Anything else that we want to add as we're wrapping up episode number 48? We got the tour that's coming up. We might be releasing some new songs. Just keep an eye out for that. Segi, you got anything?
Yeah, got a lot going on. Building the set list, building out the set, got wardrobe figured out mostly.
Mhm.
Looking forward to seeing everyone's reactions on all the new things. And we might even have some fan participation leading up to the
Mhm.
tour. I won't say any more. Oh, not this tour, but the fall tour. We may need some help from the fans for the fall tour in a certain
willing.
way.
Yeah.
But look out for
Exciting.
details on that. Head to our website, sign up for the email list, follow all the things. And thank you so much for doing so.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay, Tyler, you got anything?
No, Segi said it all so well. It's hard
Cool.
to it's hard to back that. But I just want to thank
Good.
everybody again for listening and writing in, and we will see you next time.
All right. All right, guys. Look out for us every Friday, and we're going to keep you up to date on everything going on with the group, everything going on with us. And we can't wait to see you guys on the road this summer. So we'll see you all next time. Thanks for listening.
See ya.